Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day, a fantastic Friday, wherever you are around the world. And welcome back, of course, to the breaking news that Liverpool have finally signed a defensive midfielder, and of course, that is Wataru Endo. Undo. There we go. I was going to say Hendo, then apologies, but yes, Undo has officially signed from Stuttgart for around £16 million. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, and it does look like, and it does sound like as well, it might not be just that for Liverpool. Of course, in this transfer window, of course, Jurgen Klopp spoke in a little bit in depth in the press conference earlier on, but of course we will talk a little bit about that later on, of course, because we will have our Bournemouth match preview as well at 9 p.m. Usual time, then I should say. Anyway, but let me know how all of you are in the comments down below. Of course, obviously, I keep on wanting to say Hendo, Wataru Endo. Sorry, of course, obviously, again signing for Liverpool, £16 million. Again, I'm very much. It's very much. It's not obviously an exciting signing in terms of obviously like a Lavia or Saicedo, but I think this one could go very much under the radar for Liverpool, and he could be again. We also spoke about again Liverpool needing that Milner or Hendo replacement, and again Endo does look like he is going to be that as well. Anyway, but. Let me read out your comments anyway, guys. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts. If you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, guys. And of course, please hit the share button as well and get as many reds in you as possible. Anyway, but Daryl saying, fact is, Connor, I feel no one wants to play for Klopp anymore. I massively disagree with this, Daryl. I'm afraid. Again, look at Alexis McAllister, look at Dominic Szoboszlai. They had different opportunities with different teams, even Champions League teams, and they both turned them down to play under Jurgen Klopp as well. So I'd massively disagree with that, my friend. Anyway, but excited about the new player. I am. I'm very much excited. I think, look, he's very much a workhorse midfielder. Again, something that we don't currently have with the current crop. Of players. Again, I know people turn around and go, oh, well, he's 30, he's this, that, and the other. Again, I think people to forget footballers can play over 30 as well. But look, again, should Liverpool now stop looking to sign even another six or another midfield addition? No, I don't think so. I think Liverpool should definitely, keep on and definitely look to sign a six, for example, like Jack Decore from Crystal Palace. I do believe that Liverpool, should be looking for someone like that. But still, I think it is a worthy addition. Again, you look at the quality he is going to bring to Liverpool's midfield. It is what we are lacking. We're lacking that leader in some sense to maybe to turn the game down from 100 to 50 in that regard as well. And I think look, people to forget the like I said, I think people to forget the the players. Sorry, they can play over 30 in that regard as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments anyway. And of course, anything else you guys have seen about Undo that I have missed anyway, then please do let me know in the comments. Of course, but evening, Connor. Good evening, Doug. Hope you're doing well, mate. Jade's in as well. Jade, I haven't seen you in a very long time. Good seeing you. Hi all. I'm glad we don't have Hendo anymore. Be confusing for the commentators. Confusing for me just saying Endo without saying the H. To be fair, but yeah, it's very much it's very much a sign of again, just replace the H and then yeah, it's fine. But Redbird's in saying, unlike some of our fans, I'm excited to see Endo in red. Man wears gum shield. He ain't no. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that word. Man's got more legs and energy than Fab and Hendo together. Yes, day 30. But yeah, absolutely, 100%. They Redbird for me. We all complained about we all complain that again Liverpool are lacking midfielders. Obviously, it's a bit of a wasp in for later on in talking about it. Sorry, you look at it. Curtis Jones is out for Bournemouth, which that's a massive blow for Liverpool. Again, it will be seen whether or not, of course, if Endo can play tomorrow. But I think that even if he's not available tomorrow, again, you look at that Chelsea game. We massively lacked someone to sit in front of um, in front of Virgil van Dijk and Ibu Konate. And even though, again, Alexis McAllister did his best, and I thought he was very good in some stages as well against Chelsea, there were that odd one or two moments where you could clearly see that Alexis McAllister is not a number 6. He's very much an 8. Again, can play there in a double pivot, but again, I do think that if he was next to a destroyer, for example, like a Decore, again, I think that Alexis McAllister be sound in that regard, of course, like he was with Saicedo last season. But again, as a 6, I don't think he's that personally anyway. But let me quickly read Chris's comment. We missed Endo that much. We signed Endo. Yeah, absolutely. We missed Hoofman last season. Where was he? Missing, I think, to be fair. Redbird, sensible signing from what I've been said. Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of Bundesliga experts have said that, again, it's very much it's a smart signing from Liverpool. And again, we talk about squad depth. Again, he'll add that and add the quality to it as well. And look, just listening to the little interviews that he's done today with LFC TV, I think he said that it took him less than 24 hours to decide what he was going to do. And again, you want players like that. You want players to come to the club that are going to, put in a shift and give their absolute all. And look, obviously, he is Liverpool's new number 3 as well, obviously vacated by Fabinho. So again, no, I think he's going to be a good signing for Liverpool. I think, like we talk about James Milner potentially, and how good he was, and how versatile he was for Liverpool. Again, I think Endo could definitely be that as well. Hopefully, we're talking about it in about 2-3 years' time. That again, he has been that addition to this Liverpool side anyway. But Talia Obi, Nunes must start from now on. The false 9 doesn't work anymore. Wataru Endo will be a gem of a signing. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is as well, though, chat, is listening to Jurgen Klopp as well. Again, I think this was in the pipeline for a very long time. Again, only happened, I believe, since Tuesday. Since, again, the contact happened between Liverpool and Stuttgart. But again, it does sound like from what Jurgen Klopp was saying that this Endo signing was in the pipeline from the beginning, to be fair. So again, obviously Jurgen Klopp getting what he wants, I'm more than happy. Done that as well. But Dow saying I'm not happy. Again, I can't help that. It's to be fair, I will say this though: if this is it in midfield, I would also be upset about it. But I'm confident Liverpool will do something. I'm not going to say, right here again, Liverpool are going to go and sign this player, because again, look how mad this transfer window has been for Liverpool so far. Again, we've been linked with Bellingham, and then again with Saicedo and Lavia and that whole saga as well. But I think the interesting quotes, especially from today, is that Liverpool are most likely going to sign Gravenberch or Jack Decore, or at least try to sign both anyway. Maybe we could get both, but I don't think we can. Again, working it out and working out the Europa League works as well. Liverpool can't get both. That's a understatement, to be fair. But we signed Milner, age 29. We signed Gary McAllister, age 35. Let's back the lad. I'm excited to see what he does as well. Yeah, absolutely. I think if he's okay to go, he might even start tomorrow. Maybe, especially with Curtis Jones now being injured. But we might end up seeing the same midfield 3. Again, I'll talk about it later on in the preview as well. But yeah, absolutely. Wataru the Warrior, number 3 as well. Yeah, absolutely. I just hope people don't abuse him as soon as he has a back game. We should all get behind him. Yeah, absolutely, Jade, 1000%. I've already seen people on social media already going and having their agenda, or before even a ball is kicked. Again, Liverpool could have found an absolute gem that works perfectly for this team, and yet people don't people don't accept it because, again, it's not a flashy name, or Liverpool don't go out and spend £100 million. Like, again, look, should Liverpool go and sign a proper, the first team number 6? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I agree with that statement. But when people are already, doubting the player even before a ball is kicked, or not even giving him the opportunity, I think, look, there's no helping those types of people as well. And again, if there are people that do come in and have that same thought and not the same thought as that. Again, I don't think you can help people like that, personally, anyway, from my honest opinion. But 58 million net spend so far this summer for 3 gems. Great business, in my opinion. Get a couple more decent players in, and we'll be cooking, hopefully. Redbird, again, like I said, I think Liverpool will either go and sign Czech Decore or Ryan Gravenberch, because if Liverpool are going to go and get a centre back, which looks less and less likely now, um, if Liverpool think that they can get away with the season by signing Decore and Gravenberch, because again we could do that, then again I think Liverpool might go back to the 4-3-3 potentially, but again we'll just have to wait and see. Chris saying just need another DM and a centre back, then it's a solid window as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Sounds like a Japanese Dirk Kuyt will graft his backside off, and that's why we will like him. But Decore would be icing on the centre half too as well. Yeah, absolutely, Jay. 100% good senior as well. Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, like I said, if Liverpool do end up not signing anyone else this window, I would be massively disappointed personally. But if they manage to, again, get a DM, get a centre back in, I would be more than happy with this transfer window. Even though it's been an absolute crazy roller coaster the second half of the transfer window. Anyway, but again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Endo still has plenty of years left in him. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Anyway, but we will get on. Anyway, chat, we will read, of course, obviously the official statement from Liverpool.com as well. Of course, you can see there, of course, he does look good in red, to be fair. Of course, Wataru Endo. But again, let me quickly get up LFC.com saying that, of course, Liverpool agreed deal to sign Wataru Endo from Stuttgart. Quickly scroll down. Of course, as well, Liverpool have agreed a deal to sign Wataru Endo from Stuttgart on a long-term contract subject to international clearance and work permit application. Quickly scroll down. The Japanese international will become the Reds' third signing of the summer after finalising personal terms and successfully completing a medical. Endo will take the number 3 jersey for the club, and he's looking forward to starting the new chapter of his career at Anfield. Of course, this is what he told LFC.com, saying, "I'm very happy right now. I'm excited to join the big club in Liverpool. It feels amazing. This is my dream. It's always been a dream to play in the Premier League with one of the biggest clubs in the world. It's a dream come true for me." And as you can see there, him taking more photos. The AXA training ground, of course, and obviously you can see there, Endo arrives after 4 seasons with Stuttgart, where he made 133 appearances and scored 15 goals after moving to Germany in 2019, additionally on loan. And of course, you guys can go and read that. Of course, Endo also added to it, saying that it's going to be the first time for me that I play at Anfield. I can't wait to play at Anfield in front of Liverpool fans. I play as a 6, and I'm a bit more of a defensive player. I think I can help this club defensively, and I will have a good organisation in the middle. I think that's my job. I'm very excited to join this club, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at Anfield as well. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I think that last part in particular is a test of what he's going to be doing. Again, we know that he's most likely going to be the 6 at the present moment in time. But then again, you look at if Liverpool do go and sign another number 6, you'd have, again, that person, Endo, Bicetic, Thiago as well could potentially play that role. And it's probably the most important role in the team right now. But again, like he talks about, being the organizer in the team. I think that's what Liverpool are missing at the moment. And I think Jurgen Klopp spoke about it earlier on. And we'll have a look in a moment what Klopp has said about the Undo signing. But that's what I think Liverpool lacked a little bit against Chelsea, and what, if we didn't sign that position, what it would be like, because against Chelsea, we tried to do things a bit too quickly, and I think Jurgen spoke about that in terms of, we went from 0 to 100 straight away instead of, building things slowly and then, going straight away to 100. And I think that's the best thing in terms of, again, him already saying, again, I'm going to be the defensive anchor in this team. So again, for me, again, I like the signing. I really do. Again, I'm not going to turn around and say I've watched every single game of his since he's been a professional. Absolutely not. Again, I've seen a load of highlights over the last 24 hours, the 48 hours. But that's the thing to chat, isn't it? Where we look at it and you go, he fits a lot of things what we're currently missing in this team as well. Anyway, let me quickly go and find Jurgen Klopp's comments on Wataru Endo, and then I'll quickly get it for you guys as well. But yeah, no, again, keep your comments coming in, guys, because for me, again, like I said, I think it's a very smart signing from Liverpool. It's definitely one that, again, he can play DM, he can play centre back, he can even play right back as well. I believe he's played more games at centre back. Yeah, he's played more games at centre back than he has DM. So again, that's a good sign, just in case Liverpool do need a centre half in that regard. Anyway, but again, I very much do think that it's a quality signing, and like I said, I hope and pray anyway that, of course, it will be very much like a James Milner signing, where again, maybe in 3, 4, 5 years' time, we do look at it and we appreciate again the hard work, the grafting then in the midfield. Again, that's what we've needed as well. We've needed someone that, again, is hardworking, defensively minded, allows now Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai to potentially push up more, which allows us to counter press a lot better as well. And I think that's the big thing as well. But again, of course, we all hope and dream that this isn't it from Liverpool. We all hope that we get a centre back in. We all hope that we get a DM, like a number one DM in as well. And judging from the noise outside of the club, it does look like the Liverpool will be doing that as well. Fingers crossed. Anyway, but let me quickly get Jurgen Klopp's comments up for you guys as well. Right, so let me quickly get Jurgen's comments, and then I'll get into the comments section then for you guys as well. Obviously, Jurgen saying really good one. Jurgen Klopp reacts to Wataru Endo's signing. Quickly scroll down. Of course, Jurgen Klopp expresses his delight at Liverpool's accusation. I can't talk. Accusation of Wataru Endo from VFB Stuttgart. The midfielder became the club's latest third signing. Blah blah blah. Let me quickly scroll down to Klopp's comments. There we go. Right, so again, Jurgen, the club have agreed a deal for Wataru Endo, Stuttgart. Firstly, what's your reaction? And secondly, what kind of qualities will he add to the squad? Jurgen said, I'm really happy. Wataru is a really good player. I know in this world of football how it goes and stuff like this, but have a real look, because he's a really good player, experienced player, captain of Stuttgart, captain of Japan, speaks good English, nice fella, family man, machine on the pitch, good footballer on top of that sensational attitude. So I'm really happy. He's a good footballer, very experienced, and loves to work extremely hard. And of course, that's going to also say, of course, also the question was, there's obviously been a lot of talk in Germany since the rumours emerged about his qualities as a player. What have people over there told you? And he said, since there's a rumour out, or was a rumor out, I got plenty of messages from former players of mine and stuff like this. Everybody was like, if it's true, this is a genius strike. I asked to sign him for years and stuff like this. It was a very positive thing in Germany. He's super highly rated, or highly respected, sorry. I thought for Stuttgart, it's really hard to lose him, but on the other side, I think it's a good deal as well. 1 year left on his contract for him. It's good for the club. It's good for us. It's really good. He is really happy to join us, which is nice as well. So again, Jurgen, very optimistic there in terms of, again, Wataru Endo's qualities as well to bring into the squad. For me, again, for sure, I think, again, just look that smile. I think he will be a very, very good player for Liverpool. Absolutely, 100% chat. as well. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well. We'll quickly read out everyone's comments. And again, like I said, we will be live again later on, guys. We'll be live at 9 p.m. With a month preview as well. So again, if you want to come back, of course, we'll talk about Jurgen the press conference as a whole, and probably talk a bit more about Wataru Endo as well. To be fair, but let me quickly read out all of your comments. Undo still has plenty of years left in him. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Turam and Kone are 80 million. Again, I don't want two of them now. We can't get the both of them neither. To be fair, Gary, because you Gary as well. Glad to see our third Japanese player at the club. Yeah, absolutely, 100% there, mate. He's sorted for Japanese cuisine in town as well, says Scouts. Yeah, absolutely. Again, though, you look at it, if any of you guys have watched the interview, again, he speaks really good English, which, of course, will massively help embedding into the team straight away as well. But James says, do we know if he was registered before the first, before today? No, to Bournemouth, but ideally game to start in. Again, I think he has registered in time, so he will be available tomorrow. I think Jurgen. The only thing Jurgen said was that I don't know whether or not if you'd be fit ready for it. So again, hopefully, he will be involved tomorrow. I'm gonna quickly have a look though as well, because to be fair, Liverpool. Yeah, again, Jurgen unsure whether or not Undo will play tomorrow as well. So again, hopefully, that does mean that he will feature at somewhat tomorrow. Again, you hope. Again, you hope there is something there that he could potentially start, or even be make an appearance as well. But yeah, it does look like he has been registered in time. Anyway, to be fair, Jay, if you look at Stuttgart's socials, they are absolutely gutted to lose him because he was their talisman and captain. Yeah, absolutely. I think when you look at the last couple of seasons, or since he's joined, obviously I think Stuttgart finished, was it 8th, 16th, and 16th over the past 3 years that he was there. And again, a load of people in Germany have said that he's the reason why they stayed up in the league. So again, if that's a player that's going to be signing for Liverpool, I'm more than happy. To be fair, as well. But what else do we have? He's going to be a good signing. I've followed his career very closely since he signed, and he's great as well. So Scouse, yeah, absolutely. I think like he is going to very much go under the radar, and then like Klopp said, people want people want the £100 million signing. They want the big marquee signing. And don't get me wrong, should Liverpool be going out and doing that? Absolutely, Liverpool should be going out and doing that. But I do also think that these type of signings that again they're not huge fees, but again you look at Andy Robertson, you look at I think Taki Minamino as well, and a lot of people go, "Oh, Taki wasn't that great." I think for the squad, I think he was brilliant for us, and this is why we went on to win the League Cup and the FA Cup, because again, Taki was there. But yeah, I think he'll be a really, really good squad player. Absolutely. In my opinion, I think we will be pleasantly surprised with Undo. We need new energy and a player with big lungs as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Nico as well. Funny he mentioned that he and Nat Phillips took German lessons together while at Stuttgart. Yeah, that's true. They did get promotion together as well. Which, of course, speaking of Nat Phillips, to be fair, again, I think Jurgen spoke about it today, that he doesn't expect any more outings this summer, which with Nat Phillips, that's a bit of a, on earth going on, because again, I think he got promised again this summer that he was allowed to go. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see what does happen with Nat Phillips. Anyway, but we will quickly get up. Let me quickly get up Undo's stat on transfer market anyway. That would actually help if I actually got transfer market up, to be fair, Con, as well. We'll have a quick look at his injury record as well, and have a look at the games he's played as well. Because again, like I said to you guys, I believe he's played more games at centre back than he has DM in his career. So again, we'll take a quick look at that anyway. But keep your comments coming in, guys. Anyway, there's 25 people in at the moment, as it says. There's 25 in at least anyway. But yeah, if we can get to again 20 likes, we very much appreciated. As always, let me quickly check what we're on. No, we're on 20 likes, so if we can get to 25, that'd be very much appreciated as well. But let me quickly scroll down for you guys as well. That would be best if I could actually do that. To be fair, I hate it when it doesn't work though, chat as well. Right, let me quickly show you guys. Take that off. Yeah, Jamie said that his injury record is phenomenal. We'll take a quick look at it. Anyway, if it wants to load. There we go. That should be coming up right now. If StreamYard will allow it, to be fair, because I don't know why StreamYard has been slow as of late. It might just be my connection, though, to be fair. But yeah, if we quickly go and have a look at his injury records, again, look, he hasn't missed barely any games over the last couple of seasons. Let me quickly get Jay's comment off the screen for you guys so we can go and have a look. Anyway, but yeah, as you can see, but there, again, concussion, bruise, COVID. Obviously, they are the games that he missed last, and that was again going back, over a season, realistically. But again, you look at it, no games missed. Again, one by there, one by there. Again, the most amount of games he's missed was back in 2012, 2013 with a sprained ankle, which again, look, that's the type of player Liverpool need and want then realistically as well when we're looking at things like this and needing that energy, needing that that substance in midfield to bolster again, and that's what again Wataru Endo will bring to Liverpool's midfield as well. For me though, again guys, I think it's an absolute bargain signing as well. But yeah, keep your comments coming in, guys, anyway. And yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. May get a good few games out of him if he's a stopgap or not. I think I think that's the thing. It's like when you look at it, and I think I was going to talk about it a bit later on, but when we talk about again Liverpool being linked with Decore and Gravenberch again today, with Gravenberch, he won't class as a foreign spot until next season because again he's under 21. So Liverpool, in theory, could go and sign Decore and Gravenberch this summer, and it wouldn't affect the foreign spot. Now the problem is Liverpool are also looking for a centre half, which unless again it's a homegrown talent or under the age of 21, then again Liverpool are a little bit in trouble for that. But I don't know though, chat. And again, let me know your guys' thoughts. And I put it on Twitter as well. Who would you rather, Decore or Gravenberch? And I think the result was at like 80% was Decore, and to be fair, I agree. And that's not a dig at Ryan Gravenberch. Don't get me wrong. If the rumours are true that Gravenberch is available for £20 million, I think Liverpool should be all over that. But is Gravenberch the answer for the six? No, he's not. We need a destroyer now in that midfield. Again, we've got the robust technical six in terms of, again, Thiago, Bajcetic is there, Undo now. We need that destroyer, that guy that's just going to sit there and just completely wipe out people. And that's what we need. And that, looking at the market, there's only two people for that, and that is Florentino Luis and Cheick Decore. And for me, but according to all the rumours, Cheick Decore is up, high on Liverpool's list. I think Fabrizio Romano spoke about it yesterday. I think David Lynch as well also spoke about it yesterday in terms, again, he's very high on Liverpool's list. So I hope that, again, that is true. And there is some substance behind that as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well. But can he play tomorrow? It's not clear yet whether or not if he can play. Again, as far as we know, his clearance is in. So again, he can play, I think, if Liverpool want him to. But the problem is at the minute, again, it's more or less the fitness issue. Is he ready to play for Liverpool? You don't know yet. Against Stuttgart, they've been a week behind Liverpool in terms of preparation. Again, the Bundesliga only starts this weekend, despite, of course, obviously, Bayern losing to Leipzig in the cup. But yeah, for me, it'll all be depending. I don't think he starts tomorrow, no matter what. I think if he's available, Thiago might have a go. in the six. If not, I think that it's more or less going to be the same midfield three as Chelsea. To be fair, but again, that's a whole different conversation for later on. Anyway, but again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, but also saying that as well, he's also had a full preseason, so he's okay for that. But again, whether or not if he'll be ready and available, I think he might be on the bench tomorrow for Liverpool anyway. But James says purely Decore based on Premier League season experience, Gravenberch would be ideal to come into and get used to the league and learn. So next season he's up to speed and ready, plus better for his confidence as well. Yeah, absolutely. I think with Gravenberch, though, I think again where people are like, oh well, he could come in and be the technical sexual Jurgen wants. I don't want that personally. I want a destroyer. I feel like we've got that now with Undo, and if it works out right, Undo could be that, and then Gravenberch, maybe Gravenberch might come in and be an 8 in that regard, if he was to come in. But yeah, I think it's an interesting topic, but again, I do think that Decore is the one for Liverpool. Anyway, DM is key to winning trophies and not get Decore in. Yeah, absolutely, Wigs, 100%. Good senior as well, mate. Yeah, I agree. Again, if we get Decore in, that then him, Bicetic, Thiago, Endo as well as a 6, but the differences of it as well is, Bicetic is an 8, or could be played as an 8. Thiago can be played as a 6 or an 8. Undo, is probably the more defensive one, as a 6, and then you've got Decore then as the stopper. And yeah, I think that would be then Liverpool's midfield sorted. And then you need centre back, to be fair as well. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway. But yeah, but looking at Stefan, he might be brought in for full starting next season as well. That's the hope, to be fair. And I think that's what people, and me included in that, do forget that we do have a very talented 18-year-old or 19-year-old that's currently out injured at the minute. But that's the thing. I think Stefan Bicetic has the qualities to even play as an 8. I think, was it that Everton game or the Wolves game last season where he played as an 8? Brilliant. And that's the thing where Jurgen's has said, openly in the transfer window that, we're looking at a 6, we're looking at an 8, we're looking at all the possibilities to get that type of player in, and we already have that in Stefan Bicetic and Thiago in context. But yeah, I do think that. And I've seen people as well also say that Undo might be used as a right back and then allow Trent to play DM. I don't think that will be the case personally. I don't think we saw it in pre-season. I didn't like Trent as a DM by himself. I don't mind the inverted role, but yeah, as a purely DM, I don't think Trent's good as that. To be fair, I don't think Trent has the defensive discipline for it. To be fair. But he had a full preseason, so he should be okay to come off the bench if he gets the clearance. Yeah, absolutely works 100%. Yeah, the positive thing I think in terms of a Liverpool side of things with Undo, again, he did get registered before 12 o'clock. The deal was done. I think the deal was done last night, but again, Liverpool waited until today. Waited till today to obviously confirm the news, because again, I think everyone was like, unless it's transfer deadline day, we don't announce things at like 12 o'clock in the night. Anyway, but yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me quickly scroll back up to Wiggs' comment. I'd rather Thuram over Gravenberch if that's the type of centre mid cover we want. I would agree. Personally, I would agree with you on that. Wiggs as well. I feel like Doak will replace Salah, says Mark. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's conversations, isn't it? I think, is it the PSV right winger Bakayuku? He's been talked about as well, I think, eternally by Liverpool, which, again, if Liverpool do think he's the one, again, Liverpool have two right wingers in terms of Ben Doak and Bakayuku. Again, I think that would be sound for the future, but at the present moment in time, Mo Salah is still the best right winger in world football, the best winger in world football, I would say. Anyway, I think the only person that could challenge him is Vinny Jr. potentially. We're talking about purely wingers. Anyway, I know Arsenal fans like to go Bukayo Saka. I don't think Saka's on the level yet. He has the potential to be it. He has the potential to maybe push up to it, but like for me, Mo Salah is the best winger in world football still. And I think the only person that can even argue that fact is Vinicius Junior. Personally, anyway. But Nicola says, I think that Bajcetic could also progress with him. The Japanese have a high level of work ethic as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Again, it's all about pushing each other in terms of, again, I always feel like, again, we've had it with the goalkeeper situation before, where we've had a goalkeeper where we already know he's going to start. This is why I think the competition level for Trent sometimes, where you go, right, who's pushing Trent for his position? You look at the front, the front three, for example. You've got Mo Salah pushing, you've got Darwin, you've got Luis Diaz, you've got Diogo Jota. They're all pushing each other to get into the starting lineup, and I think that's the thing that makes things better when you have competition in the squad, have healthy competition in the squad, and the same with midfield as well. To be fair, so yeah, I think for me, I think having healthy competition within the squad, absolutely 100%. I think Jones or Trent can be turned into a six. Probably Curtis Jones more than Trent, I would say. I do agree with Wiggs about Thuram. He's the shades of Vieira. About him, tall, presence, and I do like that player a lot. Possibly let's see how he gets on till January before we decide. But looks good. Yeah, the only problem is, again, is the non-homegrown spots within the team. With Gravenberch, he doesn't include until next year. Thuram would include, which means if we were to sign, for example, if we were to sign Thuram now, there'd be no other room to get anyone else unless we sold somebody. Which again, that's a worry in itself. But again, if you work it out, for Gravenberch, for example, Liverpool could have Gravenberch this summer along with Decore, and then when Thiago goes next summer, that Gravenberch then takes that Thiago spot potentially. So works out well, to be fair, but yeah, it's a little bit of a ooh, in that regard when we try and work it out like that. So in Liverpool haven't thought of that at all. But yeah, it's been actually, to be fair, a little bit of a break in it. Yeah, it's been confirmed that Curtis Jones will miss tomorrow's game as well, so it might be the same midfield potentially. But do you think Jurgen has Endo in mind for right back to push Trent forward? Endo has a high work rate tackles and likes a 50-50. No, personally, I don't think so. I think, of course, Endo could play there, absolutely, but no, I don't think it's to push Trent more forward. There's an option to do it potentially in some certain games if you need Trent to potentially play a double pivot in the midfield and we're not playing the inverted role. There's, of course, tactical wise, that's an option, but no, I don't think so. For me anyway, I don't think so. I don't think it's needed. But how long is left on Salah's contract? I can't remember. It's 2 years, so he's out of contract next summer. Is it chat or the summer after? I'm not sure. Even my mind's getting confused. Next summer, right? Well, next summer after that, I think it is. I hear Klopp talk about Endo. You'd think there is no more business to be done. Yes and no. I think it was a bit of a mixture, wasn't it? The way he was making it sound like was, yeah, at times it sounded like it. But I do think when he spoke about looking in the market, and when he spoke about no budget in terms of, again, if the player makes sense, again, the money side of things doesn't matter. And I think that's the thing. Again, if Liverpool look at it and go, right, that's the person we want and will make the team better. Again, if he's worth £20 or 100 million, I think Liverpool will do that. To be fair as well, but yeah, if Salah does want to go, hypothetically, how much do you reckon we could ask for him? 100. I still think we could. People might think that's a bit like Jesus Christ. Again, no. I think Liverpool could get 100 million out of somebody. Look at a Saudi club. Again, Liverpool could get 100 million plus for Mo Salah because, like I said, I think he's for me still the best right winger in world football. He might be 31, but still, you look at Benzema, you look at Neymar going to the Saudis as well. Again, for me, 100 million would be. But then again, I wouldn't want Mo Salah to leave personally. Um, Not next summer neither. Like I'd much rather actually, if you're on a business side of things, that wouldn't make sense. But I think Mo Salah could go at a high level for until he's like in his late 30s. Again, people go on about Ronaldo. I think Mo Salah could do exactly the same. And yeah, that's for me. That's what Mo Salah can do, and I think Mo Salah can, still score 30 plus goals for the next 2-3 years. That's how good he is, to be fair as well. So yeah, 100 million plus would be my answer for that anyway. To be fair, 2 years mark as well. Yeah, so it's not next summer; it's the summer after that. Hence, next summer we'll see Saudi clubs coming in for him. Yeah, we will. And that's the real worry. I think what Jurgen said about earlier on in terms of that's the problem now. Where again you've got the Saudi window. I think it's open for another 3 weeks after ours window shuts. So worrying times, buddy. Fend off people, please. Big up Connor as well. Big up Panov. Hopefully doing well, mate. According to Google, Salah's contract ends in June 2025. There we go then. So yeah, not next summer, the summer after. Good news, to be fair. But big up Panov as well. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Wiggs. I knew he signed a new deal. Yeah, he signed a new deal, but again, it confused me where I was like, what way are we? Is he next summer, the summer after that? It was like, again, in my head, sometimes I still think we live in 2020. That's how these years have just mixed and combined into one another. To be fair, that's not all the time. It's at small parts. To be fair, but let me quickly scroll up. But we should be getting to Gravenberch and Coney plan for the future now, not later. Thiago Jones and Cav all should be gone next summer. Problem is with that, mate, we can't do it in terms of non-homegrown spots. Like Gravenberch, yes, we could sign this summer. We can't sign Coney, and we can't sign Turam. They're both of them are 22, which again, for the non-homegrown spots, they don't count as long as they're under 21 or like under 21 as far as the season starts. So again, Gravenberch counts, but the rest don't, unfortunately. But Panov, hope you're well, mate. Thanks, Mark, as well as Panov. I thought Kone turned us down once. No, he didn't turn us down. We just didn't go for him. Mark, to be fair, I don't know though. To be fair, but as far as I know, I don't think he did. I think Liverpool just didn't go for him because again that knee injury as well. There is talk Adrian isn't going to be registered, so that could be 2 spots free rather than 1, potentially. Again, though, it's like, what's the point of keeping Adrian if that does happen? I think Liverpool should have done that, though. I think Liverpool should have kept if we were definitely keeping Kelleher, then there was no point for it. But yeah, be interesting though, Wigs, wouldn't it? To be fair, whether or not we would, if we would do that. Poor Klopp, did he see the short? We need you. We really need you. Yeah, it was one of those things, wasn't it, where it was like, yeah, he's definitely going to be the 6th for the season. I think all of us was like, ooh, Jesus Christ. No more signings. No more signings won't get top 8 as well. Daryl, I think if we get a number 1 DM, I think we finish top 4. I still believe in that. John says, breaking news: following Reece James' injury, Chelsea have rated Brighton again. They've made a £50 million for James Milner. Jesus Christ. To be fair though, Reece James has made out Weetabix a one-half. And this is when it comes down to the debate between Trent and Reece James, there isn't a debate for me because again, Trent hasn't had a day off in about 6 years. Reece James has about 6 injuries in a season. Like, I don't get it, man. He's made out of Weetabix. We also got Naby Keita having injury problems. Reece James is the same. I think if anyone's seen it got quoted yesterday on Twitter of the yoga video that England did between him and Harry Kane. Couldn't move. Like he literally could not bend his body. It was the most funniest thing I think I've seen ever. And I only saw it yesterday because people kept on going on about it on Twitter. But yeah, he couldn't move. He couldn't like twist his body anyway. And I think people were criticizing it quite a lot. And you look at it. You look at footballers. I think even Harry Kane was a bit shocked. To be fair, at the time. But yeah, Reece James. He is a good footballer, but yeah, he's made out of Weetabix. Summer after next, he's on a free. So clubs will no doubt be coming in for him next summer. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, I would agree with that. If no more came in, I want FSG and Klopp gone. Rebuild, yeah, right promise after promise. This club as well. I think it's just wait until after the transfer window, and then we can judge it. To be fair, I would say, Daryl. If Kane goes, but yeah, I don't think there is no better option than you, Klopp. I think if anyone else disagrees with that, then can't help it. If Kane goes for 100 with a year left, we can get it easily. Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing. Wiggs. I think again Liverpool can go and get even more. Like I think we can go and get 150 for Mo. Especially if a Saudi club comes in. Like look what they were going to offer Kylian Mbappe. They're going to offer 300 million. With what they were planning to spend. What was it? Over a billion in total in terms of transfer fee, in terms of wages as well. Like Mo Salah is the biggest star out of Africa. Again, Sadio Mane, I know, um, he's gone there as well. But you look in terms of Egypt, like again, there's no other bigger figure than Mo Salah. But yeah, I think we could get more. To be awfully honest, though, no one better than Klopp. Yeah, I agree, Mark, 100%. No one wants to play for him anymore. He lost the love. I'm massively again, Daryl. I massively disagree with over there. Again, like I said, look at Alexis McAllister, look at Dominic Szoboszlai. They both turned down Champions League for Jurgen Klopp in Liverpool. I massively disagree with it, but man is still Chelsea like a Greek god. I mean, an Egyptian king. Yeah, absolutely. He'd be a poster boy in Saudi, so they'd pay whatever for him as well. Yeah, exactly. Like Liverpool got right. He's 300 million. Go and spend 300 million on him, and then yeah, hopefully that does happen. Maybe. Again, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool offered him a new deal as well. Maybe am I dull for saying that? Like, I think Liverpool would offer him a new deal. It wouldn't be as 350. Don't get me wrong, in terms of fee for contract, but yeah, I think Liverpool would offer him a new deal if they had the opportunity to. Can see the Saudis raiding all the top players. Yeah, I think was there talk of Edison going to Saudi Arabia, which again, if that's true, is ridiculous. He seems to take care of his body religiously. Yeah, absolutely. 180 million, says Dana. Yeah, give us 200 mil, 300 mil. Again, what is it? Allison's worth a billion. And Mo Salah's worth 400 million. Decore and Gravenberch, says Pressmo. Yeah, I hope so. That's the hope and dream, and a centre back, to be fair. But Wiggs, I think he will go next summer. To be fair, I think we will want to sell him because we ain't renewing his contract on 350, and he ain't taking a pay cut. Let's face it. I would agree if he's not willing to take the pay cut, then yeah, I would agree. But I still think Liverpool might try and offer him a new contract potentially as well. But we will have to just wait and see. What else do we have? 100 mil for Kane is stupid money. I would agree. There is no way we're getting to Corey. He has an 80 million pound, and Gravenberch is sort of crap. I think there's room there for Decore. I think 70 million that we got quoted, didn't it? To him, that payment is supposed to be 70 million, maybe. Yeah, 70 million for Decore. I think looking at the market, Decore is probably worth that now. I can see it too, kind of, if we sold Mo for 100 million, I'd go all in on Saka, but worth a try. He'd be perfect for us. Yeah, he would be. We should have done it probably a year or two ago when his contract was up in the air at Arsenal. That's what we should have done. But then again, we look at it though. At the minute, he's on 350. At Arsenal, he's one more. Again, we're not going to be offering more than that. But I do feel Kane and Son have stayed too long. I would agree, 100%. I think Son massively needs to put, for Tottenham, Son has to massively improve from last season. He had the joint golden boot with Mo. Hasn't done anything since, for me anyway. But what else we have? Remember to smash the likes and follow for more content. Yeah, if you could, very much appreciate it. Again, we'll be live later on for the Bournemouth preview as well. We'll talk probably a bit more about Undo and of course Curtis Jones news as well. But if he was keen for it, he'd be perfect. Arsenal could drop off again. You never know. Again, football in a year's time, football in the space of a year, that's 10 years in football. And yeah, football is crazy. I'm just glad Alisson contract runs out until June 2037. That's what I mean, billionaire. A billion for Ali. I hope he signs a new deal because he's also been keeping us afloat. To be honest with you, yeah, absolutely, Dana. There's always a bit of wiggle room, yeah, 100%. Or they will try Connor, but Mo knows there are clubs out there who will give him 350 and more. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I think the Saudis will give him whatever he wants as well, to be fair, which is the annoying part about it. How we've seen with Endo, I think all of us at the start of the window, if we'd said, if do you see Jordan Henderson and Fabinho leaving to Saudi Arabia? I think everyone would have laughed. And then now look at us, we're both of them gone. Yeah, so again, nobody's untouchable, to be fair, in that regard. If we're serious about Decore, which I hope we are, let's get it done quickly because Palace will play hard. Palace play hard unless we give them enough time to replace him. The later it goes, the more money I worry. Yeah, absolutely, Jay. That's what it's going to be. Absolutely. I think that the thing is, if Liverpool got a deal done over the weekend, and then Monday comes, and then Palace have got more than a week then to have a look, then yeah, absolutely. I hope so. And that's the thing. If Klopp wants him, because the interesting thing, and we might do a video on it, Decore's stats in the French league was better than Tchouameni's before he went to Real Madrid. Now, again, he's had that year of Premier League experience. Could he got to our next level potentially? Again, 23. Has plenty to move to the next level potentially. I know that I know yesterday that Yusuf Afana could potentially be going to Nottingham Forest. I know a couple of people. Remember yesterday the boys been a bit frustrated about that. And of course David Ornstein talking about other clubs are looking at that situation, which means probably Liverpool are a part of that as well. But yeah, for me, I'd go and get Decore. Now, obviously, I said to you guys, for me, my choice would be Florentino Luis, but it looks like the Benfica would just go, yeah, pay the release clause, which is perfect for Liverpool this summer. But yeah, I do think that Decore, 60 million, I think would be enough to get him. And in this market, it's probably worth it, unfortunately. Again, is Decore worth 60 million? No, he's not. But in this market, yeah, he is, to be fair. Twitter, Liverpool are looking for a central midfielder with Decore. I really hope so. Press, fingers crossed. And the last comment, anyway, of the video, before we do head off again, we'll be back live at 9 for you guys anyway. But Decore needs to be done ASAP. The longer it drags on, the more Palace will dig their heels because of time to get replacements. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, last comment of the video. Have you seen the links for centre back Con? I've seen us linked to the Belgium centre half. I don't know whether or not you mean that, Doug. If you could let me know, I'd be very much appreciated. Again, I don't know whether or not if there will be any substance behind that, but I've seen a few. But yeah, I'll have to have a look into it anyway. But actually, last comment before we do it off is Lavia with 58 million. Decore around that price would be sound, absolutely. And thank you, Mark, for putting Doug's link in the comments anyway. But big thank you to you guys as well for tuning in to the stream. Anyway, very much appreciated as always. And yeah, I have seen Hankpo, Hakpo. Yeah, again, got the same agency as Saicedo. Never going to happen, I don't think, anyway. But yeah, guys, we'll be back live at 9 o'clock anyway to discuss Bournemouth. Of course, that is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Of course, first game back at Anfield. Very much looking forward to seeing the Reds back playing at Anfield. But yes, let me know in the comments if you're watching on the repeat as well. Of course, of Liverpool signing, of course, Endo. And yeah, let me know all of your guys' thoughts in the comments if you're watching on the repeat as well. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing whether or not if he would start tomorrow for Liverpool, even if he's going to play a little bit on the bench. But yeah, Wataru Endo is a Red, is a Liverpool player, and yeah, fingers crossed we will see him all tomorrow anyway. But until next then, guys, if you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I've been Connor from the Cup Council. I'll see you all at 9 p.m. Ta-ra.